Hello and welcome to Great Hang, the greatest hang that's ever hanged. I'm your hang, Tim McLovin, coming to you with your other hang, Myka Fox. Hello, Myka.
Yo, Tim, what up?
How are you?
I'm good, thanks, Tim. You're very hot, and that makes me laugh.
Yeah, I'm sweaty as hell. I probably shouldn't have worn a gray shirt. I'm going to be sweating through it by the end of the show. We're upstairs edition today.
To beat the heat,
I thought you didn't open both the doors to the thing where the other air conditioner is.
Well, watch this.
What? Uh-oh. Jesus Christ. All right. I thought that
Here we
cord was
go.
going to knock all those drinks off the table.
Oh, no. I know what I'm doing.
All right. Well, that should really help. Not very much.
Not very much at all, but
It's hot
at least
as
you got
fucking,
to yell at me.
It's hot as fucking shit in New York today for some fucking reason. It sucks. The only thing hotter is our guest today.
Good segue, Tim.
Thanks. One of our good friends, comedian Zach Swan. How are you, Zach?
I'm good. How you doing, Tim?
Oh, I'm doing well.
Thank you guys for having me on
What
the
a treat
show.
for the guests. You were just on our Patreon episode, Our Advice.
Oh, yes,
And
our
now
live
you're going-
advice show.
Now when the fans will be like, we get a double dose of Zach?
That's right.
Oh, they're gonna be so excited.
Our live advice show now with better sound. Not perfect sound, but it's much, much better.
The sound isn't still bad, Tim?
It's not bad. It's much, much better. But it's not perfect. We'll get
happened?
it. One
What
day we'll get it. I
happened?
blew out the mic twice. Zach's mic was a little hot. But other than that, it was way better than the other two. And we're still working out the kinks.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
But it was a good show, and you can check it out at patreon.com/toughquestions.
Are we going to be able to make clips out of it?
Yeah. And the episode that came out, the Patreon episode coming out Monday, that had just come out Monday, an absolute barn burner of a Patreon episode.
That was so fun. We played Trivial Pursuit. I'm not going to give away who wins.
You'll find out later in the episode who wins.
But hint, someone has never lost.
All right. So, Zach, this is the part of the show where we catch up. Have you done anything exciting lately?
I just
you're
moved in with
annoying.
my girlfriend.
Oh,
You guys know
that's
about
right.
that. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we were at the housewarming.
that's right. We had a little 4th of July barbecue / housewarming. Working on that.
How's it going? Does she still love you?
I think so. I think she's still endeared to me in some ways.
Endeared is not love.
That's good.
She likes having me around, you know.
In some ways. Go on.
Some of the
Count the ways.
the sharp edges might be getting a little dulled by reality. Like the other day, first time she came over, or we got home, and she goes, "Why is it a mess in here?"
Oh, Zach, you got to clean up.
It was just my fault for not cleaning up. Well, I've been on it since. I was like, I'm sorry.
Why was there a mess in there? What were you doing?
Because I was in a rush, you know. I was going to clean up. I planned to.
What was it? What did she come home to? Paint us a scene.
Oh, 4 or 5 dishes, and the blankets weren't folded on the couch. And the bed wasn't made. That was what.
That's pretty minimal.
You got to do at least one of those. I think that if you did the dishes, it would all be fine.
I did, yeah. If I hit one out of those 3, because that was a mess in the kitchen, a mess in the living room, and a mess in the bedroom. That's all the rooms. if I had cleaned up maybe just one, I could have avoided that. But.
Every room was a mess.
You got to do what Tim does, which is do half of everything. Today, I was about to use a pan. It was freshly cleaned on the pan side.
Oh.
The underside of the pan covered in beef.
This is interesting.
How to get on the bottom?
I don't know. I don't know why she's griping about the
Covered
pan.
in
This motherfucker
beef.
leaves the pan with egg all inside it in the sink.
That way you know it's dirty.
I go to make stuff.
You don't just go to make it and there's beef on the other.
Yeah, but I'm going to
underside.
make stuff. The pan's got egg all inside it in the fucking sink. And then, okay, and also, fucking listen to this
Tim
shit.
cannot take any criticism.
The
ever.
other pan looks like dog shit now because Myka fucked it up and then didn't put it in the sink to soak, and now the bottom of it's all fucked up. So Myka, shut the fuck up about the pans, I say.
I'm still curious, though. How did beef get on the bottom?
Well, I turned it over and I was trying to make some type of beef helmet with the underside
honestly,
of the pan.
I couldn't figure it out either because he was making sausages, which were in a case. And then I see that there's like ground beef bits. I'm like, maybe it was from when you made tacos days ago and we've all been cooking with the beef on the bottom.
No, I bet it was from putting the pan in the sink and it was Toe's food that got on the bottom of the pan.
And you didn't wash that off.
I don't know. I guess I try. I always wipe down the top and the bottom.
Because now we have a mystery because you know where the pan meets the handle? There was also some in that space, too, on the top side. And I was like, oh, this man just wiped within the cooking spot.
I wipe
and nowhere else.
I wipe in the cooking spot and around the bottom of it normally.
Normally.
I must have missed the bottom. But that's better than not cleaning it at all.
Not really.
And leaving it in the sink.
Not really at all.
Yeah, it is. It's way better because
worse.
no, it isn't worse because I have to go scrub all the motherfucking egg out of the pan. It gets stuck on the little things. Myka, you're a fucking asshole for even trying to bring this up.
Zach,
Fuck
what do you
you
think
for
is
real.
worse? You go to cook something, and A, you know it's dirty and it has to be cleaned, or B, you accidentally cook cat food into your breakfast.
And C, you know it's dirty. It has to be cleaned. It is a pain in the ass to clean because the egg gets in all the little parts and gets stuck in there.
I think it's good to move egg quickly because if it gets hardened, it's hard to get off if you got a certain type of pan. But cat food is generally more concerning. How did that even?
You're gonna have to hold the mic a little closer to your mouth.
Closer to my mouth. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I was going too. Is it too? Where did that come from? The mystery of that is appalling.
Well, the sink, we use a spoon to take the cat food out of the cat food dish or whatever, put it in the
can.
dish. We take it out of the can, put it in the cat food dish, then we put the spoon in the sink. And then the cat food may have gotten on the sink at some point.
And then the pan's in the sink. But third, also, when you're done, when it's clean, take it out of the sink or maybe you took it out and you didn't realize there was cat food on it.
Yeah, I took it out and put it back because I thought I had cleaned it.
The point is, he thought he had cleaned the part where you cook and didn't even look at the bottom side,
Yeah.
but you have to clean the whole pan every time.
Yes. Instead
You
of
only use the
instead
top,
of Zach,
really, think about it.
Instead of not cleaning the pan ever, so that the person who lives there has to clean it for you, and then does his job of cleaning it afterwards, so that he doesn't get yelled at.
See, this is what I'm saying. I'm like right at the beginning of the path that will end up where we are now.
Well,
You guys are further down the road, so I see this is my future. I don't hate it. I'm okay with it.
you know how you prevent this? Don't get a cat.
I'm not gonna get a cat. Amanda's allergic to cats.
I'm allergic to cats too.
You gotta get-
I had a severe allergic reaction the other day. Gave me a sinus infection.
Oh no, Tim! You got an EpiPen.
Nah, I was all right.
Nah, we believe in survival of the fittest around here.
Yeah.
Outwit, outlast, outplay.
Have you been talking to any of your neighbors though? You got that little shared back area. Other than that time we were all over there, have you talked to them at all?
No, once. Well, we called the fire department because we smelled gas one time. They came, and our neighbors poked their head out the door and was like, "Hey, I'm Trevor. I live with my girlfriend too. Oh, cool.
I'm
We're
Trevor.
like
I'm
the same."
leaking gas out here. Is that going to be a problem?
No, it was us. It was us. Well, it wasn't. They didn't find anything. It was embarrassing, but we kept smelling it. So we're like, "What should we do?" And she's like, "We should call." I was like, "All right, call."
You got to call.
We called. Not a big deal. We got a new stove and a new fridge out of it. So
Wait, really?
yeah. Because
We got to do this.
Yeah, call because if you have an older stove, there's probably some leak in there, and then if you call, National Grid comes and they run the heavy tests all over the stove, and they're like, "Oh, there is a leak in the stove."
If
They
we do
tag it, and then you have to get a new one. So your landlord.
If we do it, they're going to condemn this building.
Oh no!
No, yeah, they might.
They're going to be like, "There's no gas, but there are 5 rats in the coils."
Firefighters come over, they start pushing Zach around. They're like, "We didn't find anything here, bitch.
What the hell?
Waste our fucking time."
No, that's their favorite fucking thing. Are you serious? They love it. They're like, "Somebody need us.
Yeah,
Smoke. Somebody smelled smoke. Here we are. We're heroes."
they are heroes. Thanks to all the firefighters. September 11th, you just came and went.
It's not September 11th.
No,
yet.
It's
Monday.
it'll be September 13th when this comes
when
out.
it comes out.
Oh, wow. Jeez Louise. And now everyone looks like a fucking idiot but me. That's great. And you know what? You idiots get to tell everybody where they can see you. It's time for plugs.
Go
ahead,
ahead,
Zach.
Zach.
Ooh, plugs.
Plug your shit, bitch.
You can see me on the Great Hang podcast.
Hell yeah.
Plug the Patreon, too.
Sign up for Patreon.
Patreon.com/greathang.
Patreon.com/greathang. That's where you'll find me on Tim's other show that happened, Tim and Mike's other show, the Patreon content, the Our Advice show. I don't really have a lot going on. This is it. I got
Talk about the open mic.
Oh, yeah, every Wednesday, Pine Box Rock Shop.
Yeah.
Plugging the open mic.
Tim told me to. I'll do anything that you told me. You poured me a drink and sat me down between you. Whatever
All right,
you guys
kill
say, I will do.
Exterminate 6 million Jews.
Okay, that's going to take a lot of organization. IBM? Call them up. They did that, you know?
They did?
Yeah,
They
I-
organized all the
really?
Jews like
I knew
cattle?
I was an Apple girl for a reason.
That's right. IBM created like the card system, like all the numbers that are tattooed on victims' arms.
Yeah.
Survivors' arms, sorry, whatever the term is.
Well, they're
we-
victims
think
if they
they're-
don't survive.
Yeah,
True.
yeah,
Victims
that's
and
true.
survivors.
And-
Like that numbering system was designed by IBM.
Who was Dewey Decimal?
Wow. And now that turned into the Jewy decimal
Wait.
system.
Oh.
How did they? That was hard to do. Coming up with numbers on the arms. That was.
Well, I mean, it
You
was
start
6
with-
million numbers. You got to
Yeah, I
start
guess-
somewhere. You start at 1. I wonder who number
Who's
1
number
was.
1? Yeah.
The number one. You're my number one Jew.
Yeah. What was that?
A lot of people say it's Abraham.
Yeah, a lot of
I
people
was
will tell you it's
Father
Abraham.
Abraham.
A lot of other people will tell you some Jews tried to work their number down to a lower number, but
You know what's weird? Adam, not the first Jew.
no.
What the fuck is that about?
They didn't have religion then.
God made these people and was like, you guys don't have to believe in me.
Well, they didn't need religion until the women fucked everything up and got them kicked out of the Garden of Eden.
Yeah, with the whole apple scenario,
So
believing
wait,
the snake,
was
that type of thing.
was Abraham Adam and Eve's kid? there's,
No,
like,
no.
generations
Adam and
and
Eve's
Yeah, we
generations.
all are. We all
Adam
are.
and Eve's children were Cain and Abel.
Really? No.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
One was good, one was bad.
And they didn't need God either. I don't
No,
know.
one of
about
them needed God, and one of them, I think, went to Satan or something. I can't remember. One of them
One
killed
of them
the
got
other one.
jealous and killed the other one.
Yes.
And the one that lived had to.
I
His
thought those
punishment
were-
was he had to walk around with a mark of a murderer on his head the rest of his days.
I thought they
Yeah.
were Abraham and Rachel's kids.
No. Cain and Abel are Adam and Eve's kid. Abraham and Sarah, maybe, had
No.
like
You're thinking of Ross and Rachel.
Ross. and Rachel.
Oh
Ross
yeah.
and Rachel's kids
And that
were Cain and
bastard
Abel.
kid needs God.
That's right. And of course, if you're watching this right now, you can check me out at the Looney Bin in Little Rock, Arkansas with Tom Takar.
Oh.
And in November 3rd, wait, when is it? Hold on. November 3rd and 4th, I will be in Boston at the Hideout in Boston with Tom Takar. So you can check that out.
Special shout out to Tom Takar for keeping Tim's appearance of a comedy career together.
Special shout out to Tom Takar for helping my quote unquote career. So that's very nice of him. Also, shout out to Tom Takar for not hanging out and watching football tonight because he has to hang out with Antonia's friends.
He's in the city?
No, he's not here yet. He doesn't even get in till like 8:30.
Oh, okay. So I
Oh,
was
but
going to
he's
say.
coming.
Yeah, but he'll be here. You can smell the alcohol in the air as he's flying in. Got his ass, fucking
And-
bitch.
Check me out in Miami. You guys know the drill. Rosh ha ha ha. God, I hate that name.
It should be Rosh Hashanah
Rosh ha ha ha.
It's a Jewish comedy festival?
It's,
with Kevin Farley.
It's with Kevin
Nice,
Farley in it.
nice.
It's a fundraiser for the Hillel at Florida International University. Come check me out in Miami if you're there, and we'll fucking party. And September 15th is the first day of Hispanic Heritage Month, so shout out to that. I'll be doing Don't Tell, so I guess I can't talk about that.
Which don't tell here in New York.
Here in New York on September 16th. That's a Saturday. And, on September 27th, I will be at the Soho House at 5 p.m. And then at 9 p.m., I'll be with Frank Conniff, and we'll be live roasting the Republican debates.
Whoa.
We did that during the 2016 elections, and that was very fun.
Yeah,
Wait, no, the 2012 ones. The 2016 ones were kind of a bummer.
Are you doing it at QED again? Where are you doing it?
QED. So come on down.
Wow.
Frank Conniff,
The
legendary,
Q is for QAnon.
legendary man from MST3K, Mystery Science Theater 3000. And we'll be having a good time.
And you know what? I almost forgot the most important plug of all.
The Patreon.
No, we did the Patreon.
I plugged
Zach
it.
plugged it. No, our next live show, October 1st, my birthday show. We'll have such guests as, hold on, Jeff Sheen.
Ooh, good guess.
Matt Backus.
Ooh.
And Myka Fox and to be determined other woman.
Other woman. Could it be you?
Could it be you if you show up? So come out to the Gutter October 1st at 9 p.m. It's my birthday show. We'll all be hanging out, partying.
Let's get Dylan Mulvaney.
Ooh, we'll get Dylan Mulvaney and we'll all drink Miller Lights.
Ooh.
It's Bud Light.
I know.
Oh.
I'm being funny.
Oh, okay.
All right, and that's that, and that's the plugs, and now it's time for Spit That Bit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Zach, do you have a bit you're working on that you need Mike and I's help with?
Yeah, I have an idea for one just yesterday, actually.
Oh.
I want to talk about how no one's trying to take over the world anymore, like, Nazi style. We haven't had one of those in a while.
No real supervillains?
Yeah.
You don't think Putin is up there?
He's not doing anything. He's going to die soon.
Yeah, okay.
But no. I mean, he's doing stuff, ISIS, sure. But no one's made like a Nazi style, like, takeover of Western Europe.
No one's making a push.
Yeah. I like this. So then I was saying the reason for that is now would-be Hitlers are just passing in art school now. Like, you know how Hitler failed out of art school? That's what kind of made him angry, and then he became sort of the politician. So, like, we're saying Hitler today would have just got passed on through, been like, yeah,
So
this art looks great. Pay us more tuition.
You're saying art school's gotten so easy that world domination is no longer an issue?
That's right. Abstract art is helping us not have Nazis
So
anymore.
you're saying as long as they pay for school, we're not going to be making a Hitler?
Exactly, because what art school would try to turn you away when they could take your money?
They're
Or
like,
you
cool resin table. Good job.
Yeah.
You could flip
Adolf.
it. You could flip it. You know how everyone's complaining about cancel culture all the time?
Yes.
And how everyone's like, you can't say anything anymore. But that's good because now you can't tell people their art is super shitty.
Right.
So they can keep going in art school and everyone is great. And now you haven't created a Jew-killing monster.
Right. It's almost like, okay, so then instead of having to go back in time and killing baby Hitler, the other solution would just be like being nice to Hitler.
Yeah.
I like everyone before the idea of being nice to a person so they don't want to destroy a whole race. Just like try being nice to him.
And also keeping him from sucking up all that mustard gas in World War I that they say warped his brain.
Oh, is that what did it?
That's what they say.
He didn't wear the mask.
So, you think being nice might stop hate? Interesting.
That's my little tack.
And I think it's a good point because, anti-Semitism is long over.
Mm-hmm.
That's not an issue at all.
Gone.
Elon Musk isn't suing the Anti-Defamation League.
Well, they're getting a little out of hand, don't you think?
I love how he's like, my business is failing. Time to blame the Jews. Something we've never heard of doing before. They're like, these Jews are trying to control the media? ?
The classic move.
It's such a playbook move of him.
What about this? I didn't listen to all the fucking Jew stuff, but what about this? No one wants to take over the world anymore because they don't want people to be like, oh, what are you, the next Hitler? They don't want to be like thought of as the next Hitler.
Sure. They don't want to be thought of as...
Because people don't like him. Everybody wants to be liked nowadays.
Right. No one wants to be considered a genocidal oppressor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there are some podcasts that would definitely go for it if they could. It's
Yeah.
called a right-wing grift, and it's the only viable financial option these days.
You think Matt Walsh would do this?
Yeah. Who? Yeah,
Who's
Matt
that?
Walsh.
Matt Walsh, he's like a major transphobe and pro-God guy. He's like a real fucking loser Republican. Did you see that Ben Shapiro reacted to Jeff Asmus's joke?
No, what was his joke?
It was his joke about how no one in New York would make it in the woods or on a farm and how liberals would just die off.
You can make it anywhere. Okay.
Yeah, and like And Ben Shapiro's like laughing like he would also be able to work on a farm. Like he isn't the
definitely.
littlest
I don't
bitch
know.
in the
His
world.
wife has a couple of milkers.
No, you're thinking about his sister.
Oh, yep.
Dude.
I was.
How would that help you survive in the wild?
You can suck
You
your.
could feed a team off those bad boys.
I mean, you
Keep
can
you
suck
alive.
your own tits to keep yourself alive.
She has to eat too in order to
Nah,
produce the
she looks like she grazes.
She'll be fine. She'll graze out in the field and then provide you with milk. And then,
But I also wonder, this is a thing I wonder now that I've just thought of it. Can ladies suck on their own titties to stay alive for a little while longer than dudes?
For a little while, but eventually, you're going to run into that. Like, you can drink your own piss to stay hydrated.
right, like the guy whose arm got stuck. If he had tits, could he have drinking some of his own breast milk?
Yeah.
If he was producing at the time.
And could he have shot some of that breast milk onto his arm to help
Lubed
get
it up.
it lubed up and out of that rock?
He was only missing lubricant. He
Yeah.
wouldn't have had to cut it off.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a real pickle.
I mean, tit milk. Nothing slides better than tit milk. This episode is brought to you by tit milk.
It's better than cum.
Oh, my God. It is, kind of.
Absolutely, it's better than cum. It can make cheese out of it.
You can make titty
It
cheese?
keeps babies. It makes babies grow. It's better than cum.
You've never heard of dick cheese, Zach?
It's not made from cum.
So did that help, that whole titty angle?
Yeah, now that's a real polished, finished. That's so clear the direction I need to go with that. That's a banger.
Well, that's good. And that was Spit That Bit. And now we're on to a little part of the show we like to call Hot Take of the Week.
Woo.
This is
Hot
where
take, summer in the city.
This is where Myka gives us a scenario, and we have to give our initial hot take immediately, and then she gives us more information.
Okay.
All right, here we go. This is an Am I the Asshole for telling my roommate that her pregnancy is not my problem.
Interesting. I'm going to say, Zach, go ahead.
No, not the asshole. Your pregnancy is not anyone else's problem.
Okay, Tim?
I also think not the asshole. I bet her roommate was. First of all, if you're pregnant and you have a roommate, get your shit together. Get out of the house. Get with your mans, unless he is dead, of course, or in the war. But you need to.
He's in the war.
You need to get your shit together. She's probably 19 years old, I would assume. She maybe works at Burger King. This woman has her shit all wrong. Abort the child. It is not. That lady is not the asshole.
I 100% agree. If you have a roommate, you do not need a baby.
Right.
You do not need to add people to that problem. Okay. The girl I live with, Kay, is pregnant and due early next year. Of course, she seems excited to have a baby, but at the same time, she has been making her pregnancy my problem. I get that pregnancy is going to affect her physically in many ways, but Kay has been a pain in the ass to deal with. I had to throw out all the bananas because she was complaining about how strong the smell was. She isn't helping with cooking and cleaning as much as she used to. Kay cries about almost everything, and it's annoying as hell.
All right. First of all, can I stop you here? This woman really needs to start working on the cooking and cleaning because she's going to be doing it a lot more as a mother.
No, she's got that breast milk. The both of them are going to be eaten.
I take the opposite take. Why are you sharing cooking? Like, don't share cooking duties. Maybe is that like not a woman thing?
What
Like
if
a guy
this
thing?
is
Like,
what if this is her
I cook for
boyfriend?
myself. When I had roommates, I cooked for, and I still do because my girlfriend's a vegetarian. I like meat and cheese. She doesn't like either of those things. So I always cook for myself and then clean for myself. And I've always, even with other roommates, do roommates like cook together?
Sometimes they
Okay,
do.
okay.
Sometimes they do. I saw a touching interview with Jordan Peterson about how he and a roommate shared cooking and cleaning duties to the extent that I am positive that man is gay.
Me and my roommate used to cook together. It was so beautiful.
Well, we-
I'm so sorry about that.
We
Is he
never
like the
discussed it.
masculinity
We
guy?
never discussed it. It just became a symbol. I'm like, shut the fuck up and just bone down.
He's all about making your bed in the morning.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I am too, though.
Yeah.
And he's all about God. For all these smart guys who talk like they're so smart, they sure do believe in some fucked up shit.
It's
God.
Easy. It's easy
Whoa,
to believe in.
fucking damn, Tim.
I'm
Are you
a-
coming for the religious people? Fuck.
I'm a Satanist now, Myka. You know that. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Her pregnancy is making her vomit, which I expected, but sometimes the vomiting is so intense, and once she pretty much projectile vomited on the floor because she couldn't make it to the bathroom, for which I had to clean her vomit up. Over the past few months, she's been asking me to get things for her from the store, even on good days when she isn't feeling sick. When I asked her why she couldn't just get up and go to the store herself, she said that I'm not the pregnant one. She was saying that to the room.
Yeah.
So this is where I may be the asshole. Kay has been asking me to drive her to appointments, which I did once, but then it became a constant type of thing of her asking me, and I kept refusing. This is what happened the other day. She asked me to take her to the clinic. I said no. I was busy that day. She kept pleading with me, and finally I had enough and kind of snapped. I told her that she was the only one responsible for her pregnancy and to not make it my problem, so that she needs to stop making it by asking me constantly to do favors for her. She started crying, and I left because I couldn't take it anymore. I know I may have been harsh to a pregnant lady, but I don't feel like I need to be her personal servant. Am I the asshole?
If you can't afford a car, you can't afford a kid. And that is a Tim McLaughlin guarantee.
Okay, you say that is like the millions of people in New York can't afford it, which I agree.
Yeah,
there are so many people like, help me up the stairs in the subway. I'm like, you can't afford a kid. Next.
Yeah, but also
You don't help them.
But also, if you live here in New York, you can get.
I never once has a parent helped me up the stairs.
I've carried a bunch of strollers up the stairs. I've carried strollers of children up the stairs like 5 times for people.
Oh,
Me
okay.
too. Me
I'm a
too.
nice man.
We're both, sacrificial, lambs.
Yeah,
You're
I do it
just-
for Satan. I go, Satan will love that I'm whispering "Hail Satan" to this child as I carry him up the stairs.
Not me. I'm like, invest in a coat hanger, sweetheart.
I assume these people live in like Greenville, North Carolina, or some shit, and they
then
don't
you
really.
definitely don't need to be then take a cab.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you can't afford an Uber, you also can't afford a kid. You gotta what you need to do is hop on the fucking bus, sweetheart, and get to stepping over to the clinic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're recommending abortion.
No. Well, she said she was going to the clinic, which makes me think that she's also using free clinic health care for her child.
Okay. I would also say no, not the asshole. You didn't get the girl pregnant unless she did with that. She didn't clarify that,
that's an interesting thing because there is some follow-up information.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Go ahead then.
Okay, so we planned on the pregnancy in another comment, but I didn't know that she would turn into a lazy, entitled, annoying, emotional child. And it looks like this is his wife, who he referred to as his roommate.
That's a really good idea.
It's really so that way he wouldn't be automatically the asshole. He says, again, her pregnancy is her responsibility. I'm waiting for the baby to come so we can be done with this. She is my roommate. I mean, that's what she is acting like instead of a wife.
All right, this guy is a piece of shit.
That's hilarious. Well, great play. Well played to try to get the internet on your side.
I had a guess at it. I asked earlier if that person did knock the person up.
And it would appear that they did.
Wow, what a piece of shit! Yeah, you drive your
no,
wife
that's
to
your
the
job.
doctor.
You gotta drive. You gotta throw the bananas away. Do whatever she wants.
It's so funny.
That's your fucking fault.
It's so funny how the perspective changes the second you know that it's his dick who went in.
Also, now I'm even more pro the abortion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
This guy's going to be a horrible father.
Horrible dad coming up. But you know what? That little girl's gonna be super strong, or whatever she is, girl or boy,
or non-binary
yes,
type of
and
person.
whatever they are, they're gonna be real strong. When you got a bad dad, you got to do it all yourself.
God gives his worst parents to his most emotionally strong children.
Love
I
that
know
God.
that's right.
All right, great.
All right. Ding, 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 ding,
Nope,
ding, ding.
incorrect. Tim, I don't want to do any spoilers, but Tim lost. And there will be no news for the next month.
Oh no.
All right. Well,
Tim lost the privilege of reading terribly and that's something he's going to have to save in the future.
the news is gone, but that means that we get into the best segment of the show. Reviews for the podcast.
Oh, it's not Fall in Love with Myka?
That's after reviews for the podcast on my notes. This is where I go on Apple iTunes and I read your reviews. Hopefully they're 5 stars. You can leave whatever stars you want. We have a new one on Apple today.
Ooh.
was going to say, how often do you get a new review?
Not very often on Apple, but we do go to the YouTube page and we read the comments. So if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like. Why don't you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and leave a comment. We'll read the comments. But here we are on Apple, on iTunes. What? Oh, my God. This is a review for the ages.
Oh, no.
This is from Shippy70. Okay. 5 stars.
Yes.
Tim's great. Tim is very funny. Myka's good, too. Love Tim on Stand By Your Band podcasts. Love those 3 guys are the funniest together. Hell yeah. Thanks, Shippy.
Tim, Tom, and Tom.
Yeah, the 3 T's.
Myka's good, too.
That's honestly great.
You know,
if you read the other ones, you'll realize how rare a review like this is.
Yeah, let's see.
It's usually, Myka's hilarious. Tim is there.
Tim's around.
Myka is hot and funny. Tim, he's all right.
He fills out the shirt.
Yeah. Do I in a big way. All right, here we go. These are our comments on the YouTube from our latest episode with Caitlin Palufo. We've got
Never heard of her.
Oh
Palufo.
no! We've got Flashbulb 17. Most people are quote unquote. Most people are very nice, unless Zach Amico is on. Then they're mean. That's what I said about the comment section. He goes, "Screw those people. Zach is a national treasure. I hope those people never get the birthday cake they want. Anyway, this podcast rules, and Tim looks like a handsome sweet boy without a crooked ball cap on. If I used iTunes, I'd give you guys 5 stars. Thanks, Flashbulb 17.
Nice. National treasure is sort of a generous term.
You don't think if you dug
You're right.
a big,
He is a regional treasure.
you don't think if you dug a big hole and Zach was at the bottom, you'd think it was a treasure?
You'd be like, "Oh, I've struck gold." Yeah. You finally hit him at the bottom.
Oh no, that's just his piss jar.
John Smith says, "Great episode. Myka was 100% correct, by the way, in the Am I the Asshole segment. Just saying."
Thank you.
Zach, here was the Am I the Asshole segment.
Thank you about the cake. Everyone took the wrong side but me.
No, this is so. Last week's hot take of the week. A guy asked for a certain cake for his birthday. He's 32 years old.
Okay.
He asked for his girlfriend to make him a
He's the asshole right away. If you're 32 and you're asking for a specific cake,
she offered.
Fuck off. Get over yourself.
Okay,
I'm sad I didn't get the cake I wanted.
right.
You're 32.
I also made that exact same argument. But so the guy,
Be an adult.
The lady he wanted a chocolate cake with chocolate icing, no frills. She made a chocolate cake with chocolate icing on the outside and vanilla icing on the inside.
He ate around the vanilla icing.
And
so he didn't make a stink about it. He didn't make a stink.
Okay.
And then she asked him, "What's wrong? Did you not like the cake?" And he's like, "Yeah, it just wasn't what I asked for."
And I say that there's a double standard in relationships where if a man asks for something from his girlfriend, it can be slightly wrong. But if a girlfriend asks for something from the man, it has to be exactly what she asked for.
Why are you turning it into that?
Because that's what I think it is. Because I think that. That's what I think in my life.
I do think that there is a double standard existing, but it's fading. Whatever. We live in 2023. But
you tell him, Zach.
But yeah, no. I want to make sure it's right for my girlfriend. I don't think that she feels the same way about me, but a man caring about a cake.
But why? Okay,
you call yourself a man.
But Zach, you don't think it's fucking insane?
Oh, there's white icing in here. I'm not completely satisfied. How about thank you for making me a cake?
No,
That's
it's
lovely.
psychotic. It's psychotic narcissist behavior because it's like Amanda's like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And you're like, "Steak." And then she makes you a fucking it looks like steak, but it's a tuna steak. And you're like, "What the fuck? Why did you even ask me? Do you even love me?"
Yeah.
That's so different because she made him a chocolate cake.
She loves me. She loves me. It's not
No,
about the
she doesn't.
steak.
She made you a tuna steak
She got me
after you specifically asked for something else.
No, this is
Why
wrong.
would she even ask you? Why didn't she just say, "I'm just going to cook you dinner"?
But because
She asked him.
Your analogy is bad, though.
Your breath is bad.
Probably it is. But if she asked for, if you ask for a steak and you like your steak with nothing on it and she makes you a steak with like a mushroom and onion like sauce on top
disgusting,
of it.
and you ruined the steak.
I would never say anything because I care enough about her that I wouldn't want to hurt her feelings.
But what if she notices that you didn't eat the mushroom and onion sauce, and then she's like, "What was wrong? Did you not like it?"
I'd say
saving it for later.
I'd say cooked onions
Lie,
give me
lie.
gas.
Really?
Yeah,
You would lie?
lie.
I'd
It's
say
such a nice gesture.
I'd say cooked onions give me gas, and I don't want to be fucking ripping hot ones while I'm plowing you out later.
Yeah, right? That's nobody
No.
likes that.
The girlfriend is trying to fuck with him.
She's putting
It's
bad
fucked up. He made it so easy to do it right, and she did
Yeah,
it wrong,
she
and
fucked
that
it.
is fucking insane to me.
Well, that's what. Do you love her, or are you wishing her to be the person who doesn't put vanilla frosting in your cake? Because if you love her, then who the fuck cares?
What the fuck kind of sorcery thought
Think
is
about that. If that's your problem, I mean, it's okay to say something, but I don't want it to be an issue. That's what I'm saying. Am I the S? Don't make an internet post about it.
You wouldn't sit there and wonder why would she do something different than what I asked after she asked me what I wanted. It's the fucking what's wrong with her question.
I'd go, she
What's
probably
wrong
didn't,
with you that
I'd say she probably didn't listen to me because she doesn't really listen to me when I talk most of the time.
Shut up.
I think I'm more on Tim's side in this
This is
particular
okay.
scenario
Wait,
because
who said I was right?
John Smith.
John Smith, it's you and me, man.
ooh,
These guys.
Pocahontas' husband.
Yeah. Pocahontas is rapist.
Yeah, he took her from America when she was 12.
Yeah.
That's your side.
Yeah, you're siding with a fucking pederast.
She knew what she was doing.
So there's some underlying hatred for him that she didn't just put chocolate frosting inside.
Yeah, I think there's something truly fucked up about that.
Lucian4980 says, "Who are these people?"
Cool. Hi.
yeah.
Hi,
Lucian,
Lucy.
who the fuck are you,
Who the
bitch?
fuck are you? Just some fucking rando on YouTube clicking around and then seeing people you never met. Do you do that on every single YouTube video for hours?
Oh, Lucian,
I
you got
do.
3 subscribers? Well, guess what? Now you have 4 because I just subscribed.
Does she have a video?
That's a man, Lucian.
They have
that's
one video, and it's a test build of some fucking game.
that's
something.
probably a dude, Lucian.
Oh,
not
it's
Lucy.
Lucian?
Could be into Satan. If you're into Satan, I still think you're cool. I just subscribed to your page. Go ahead and subscribe to ours. Steve,
Who are these
That's a
people?
great way to-
Wait, maybe Lucian is Jerry Seinfeld.
oh, that would be cool.
JS.
Who are these people?
This is Steve Balla says, "This has quickly become one of my favorite pods to listen to. Great guests, great show all around. Myka was on fire."
Hell yeah. It's probably because they were like, that's right, he didn't deserve that vanilla icing.
Old Alan Thick Dick says, "I love this pod. Also, my girlfriend said Myka looks like a character from Bob's Burgers."
Cool, no chin. Thanks a lot.
You just put the white icing in her cake.
I've heard it
shit,
all
icing.
before.
Snake Nelson says, "Another great show. Keep on ripping." I ripped a crap right before Zach got here. And then Alex says, "Fun fact, Tim received the middle name Grady when his teacher rated his reading skills grade Y."
Oh, a scathing.
That's a fucking
Scathing.
stretch, my man.
That's the joke that I would try to make.
A grade. Why are you going for that joke?
Yeah. Why did you think to comment that? But, Alex, thank you for listening, and we appreciate your comments every week. It was just a stretch of a burn. Listen, I appreciate a good burn every now and again, and almost every time it happens, but that one was a stretch. All right, now it's time to fall in love with Myka.
Oh, great. Finally. Okay, so Arthur Aronson came up with a list of 36 questions that lead to love.
Okay.
If you ask these on a first date, by the end of them, the person will have fallen in love with you.
Whoa.
So I'm going to make you and Tim fall in love with me, and maybe I'll fall in love with you guys
All
too.
right.
Let's see. We are on, I believe, question number 8. That's right. Okay. Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common.
You or me?
Me
So-
and Zach, or you and I?
So I guess since it's falling in love with Myka, you have to pick 3 things, and Tim, you have to pick 3 things to have with me.
To have in common with you.
Yeah.
Okay, we both like steak.
Yeah.
That's one. We both like a dog and fatsos.
What?
What does that mean?
We like to be mean to fat people.
Oh, dogging.
Dogging.
We like to dog fatsos.
That's true. We do like making fun of the fats.
Mm-hmm. And damn.
That's something you can really bond over. Honest.
And we both love Toei.
We both love my cat. Yes.
Yeah. All right. That's 3
Wow,
for me.
pretty deep considering we've been together for 4.5 years.
I'm going to do the
Oh,
same exact list.
You know what else we have in common? We both date each other.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, no. You date me and I date you.
And we love each
That's
other,
a-
which is something we have in common.
Oh, my God. 4.5 years. That's his list.
Well, I'm put on the freaking spot, yo. What do you want me to do?
Think harder. Let Zach go first.
Oh.
Also, you could technically look ahead if you know this is an internet. She said Aaron Aronson.
I'm not going to the front of the
AJ
phone
Aronson.
book.
But yeah, no, you could cheat. But my turn. What
Yes.
do you think? You and I?
Yeah.
We both like steak. We both like horizontally striped shirts. It kind of makes me feel akin to a pirate.
Yeah, all
I
right.
feel like we both like that. I also like cats. What's our third? I like roasting people as well. Honestly, it's a similar list.
Yeah.
I like being mean in a fun way and
Yeah.
making fun of fat people or whatever. Not fat people, but you know.
All right.
Yes.
And then I'll go. All right, here we go.
All right.
All right, I'll start with Zach. We both like getting into spirited debate.
Oh,
Indeed.
yeah.
We both like being pals at a party.
Okay.
And we both like keeping it casual.
Keep it cash.
Oh, you got to keep it cash.
We're falling in love right
All
now.
right, all right. And then me and Tim right now. Okay, what do I have in common with Tim?
Are you sweating?
We both like being loyal to our friends.
Phone, sorry.
Oh, I'm a little more loyal than you, really.
I only have 2 friends. That's loyalty.
Yeah, I guess that's
You have
true.
so many friends, it's almost disloyal. Actually, I'm getting rid of that one. That is not one of them anymore. We both like wearing hats.
I love wearing a hat.
There we go. We both like it when you exercise.
I don't like that.
Okay,
I
and we both like it.
I hate exercising.
We both like it when we wash both sides of the pan.
Oh yeah, I mean I would like it if you ever washed the pan ever, but
Oh
yeah.
I've never washed the pan.
No,
And now, do we all feel more in love with me?
I do.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Tim and I should go.
That's a good.
Oh yeah,
segment.
now I gotta
Oh,
say
yeah.
what I got in common with Zach. Me and Zach both like steak.
Steak.
This is an insanely steak-based.
Steak's
I
good
should
as
have made
hell.
it. I should have brought steaks. I feel bad that I didn't bring steaks.
I got a grill. I could have grilled him up.
Damn.
Zach and I, we both love American football.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to say that.
And Zach and I both hang out at the gutter a lot.
He has to.
He's
I do
never-
it by choice because I have nowhere else to go.
Well, that was fun, you guys.
That was fun.
Yeah, same 3. Yeah, we have the same.
Oh, you're not gonna.
Oh, you want me to do it? I thought you were saying that was fun. Like, let's move on.
I
Like,
did mean it because
Let's do it.
everyone's getting very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And
What
we
do you
all
mean?
we all love not answering these questions anymore. Look how uncomfortable Tim is. He's got his arms folded and his legs crossed. His body language says he hates this.
It's
making
because
you
I'm so
uncomfortable,
freaking
Tim?
hot.
Yeah, it's
Why would
warm.
you? Then you would stretch out to let the air caress your body, like I've been doing this whole time.
I've never wanted my body caressed in any way.
Oh my God, Tim punched me today because I was trying to
I
kiss him.
did not.
Tim,
Michael was
Tim, that's a
intentionally-
crime.
Michael was intentionally tickling me
With
I
my
would-
mouth.
and I was pushing her away gently. I was gently pushing her away, and she kept going, "Ow, you're hurting me! Stop it! Ow!"
It's actually a very
While
fun
still
game.
tickling
Oh,
him.
Yeah,
speaking
it's
of
a fun
which,
game.
I should have talked about this at the catching up portion. Jack and I had to physically remove a guy from the gutter the other night.
Oh,
Well,
my.
you missed it. And on to our next segment.
This guy got so drunk. He had like 30 drinks, and his bar tab was way more than he thought it would be. And he goes, I go, that's what happens when you buy 1 million drinks. Your tab is $1 million. Now get the fuck out of here. And then he told Maddie, one of the new shoe people, he told her to shut the fuck up.
Which is insane because
She's
she
very
is
nice.
so nice.
Yeah, she's like one of the nicest people. And he told her to shut the fuck up. And that's when I, quote unquote, flipped out. And I yelled, "Get the fuck out of my bar." Nice. And I pushed him and he grabbed me by the neck. And then Jack just grabbed him and hauled him out of the bar.
Nice. Where the hell's the bouncer?
We didn't have one. The bouncer never showed.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
One time, but did that feel pretty good going, "Get the hell out of my bar"? That probably felt good.
No, because I was so fucking annoyed.
You were okay.
It was so annoying. And then after I was done, Maddie goes, do you feel powerful after hauling that guy out of the bar? I go, no, it sucked and it was annoying. I didn't want to do that at all.
Yeah. And then he came home and bragged about it, and then he's still talking about it. So yeah, he hated it.
I mean, I didn't like it.
I was at work for another hour. I didn't want to be at work for another hour. I already went in 2 hours early.
It took an extra hour on your time?
Yeah.
That sucks.
It was fucking annoying.
And then did your bosses congratulate you on taking care of them in their bar?
No.
They didn't thank you?
No,
I don't even think they know about it.
Cool.
Did the guy pay his tab?
He did pay his tab, but we needed to get the shoes back, and then he's drunk as shit sitting in his car, and we send the cops to go talk to him, and the cops were like, I don't know, he's in his car now. And we were like, yeah, he's hammered. And they were like, oh, well. And then they just drove away.
What the hell? Was he in
we
the driver's seat?
Yeah, with the car on.
We got to get out of here before he drunk drives into us.
And then on the ride home, so then I'm going home on the train. I'm on the L train. There's a little bit of a delay. The conductor comes over the thing. He's like, we're delayed. We'll get going here in a second, whatever. This guy next to me drinking a Modelo, drunk out of his mind, gets up. This is Labor Day, by the way. Gets up, starts hitting that red button next to the intercom.
No.
I have my headphones in. I can't really hear what's happening. He's like yelling and yelling, and then I hear another woman yelling. I assume this woman is yelling at him because he's probably holding up the train now, pressing the button.
Yeah.
Right? And then it keeps going, so I take my headphones out, and all I hear is him going, I paid for this ride. I paid for my ride home. We can give money to the Ukraine, and we can give money to Mexico, and the money I use doesn't get me home. And this woman goes, the woman who was yelling, she goes, yes, exactly.
And now I'm on his side.
I know, it's fully based.
He's making a lot of sense.
I mean, he's making a lot of sense, but also I thought the other woman was yelling at him to be like, sit down.
Yeah, but she was like encouraging him. Oh, God.
And then the cops came and hauled them off the train.
Well, that's good. So, but at least he didn't pull the emergency brake.
No, he didn't pull the emergency brake. He just kept hitting the button and yelling at the conductor.
Oh, damn.
The conductor's not going to do anything.
No.
He doesn't have any freaking power, or she.
Tim, you did not win story time segment. Let's move it along.
I just saw that. That should have been. I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to move it up to the...
You are not, and I moved positions 50 times since then, and it will look and sound weird, and I'm going to go back in there. I don't know how. This story will not make its way into the pod.
Well, Zach, speaking of stories, this is your time to shine. This is where you can tell us a fun party story or a tip for being a great hang. Hell, you could tell us both.
I was thinking about this because I got a bad rep for drink. I think I'm a good hang.
You are a good
agree
hang.
with that? Would you agree with that?
Up to a point.
Sure, yeah. Then occasionally I can have too many beers.
I would
then
say
I need
you're
to go
a great
home.
hang, and then you start talking about like weird illnesses you can get, and you start tricking off my hypochondria.
Oh,
sure.
sorry about that. Yeah.
You also will get very
It's part of
drunk.
the fun. Sometimes I had too many. I'm working on it.
You also will get too drunk and play devil's advocate on things for
Yeah.
absolutely no reason.
Yeah, that's so that's a tip.
He's
Don't
like-
do that.
The good news is they came up with a great numbering system for them.
Don't do that. But that is true. That
That you'll get
IBM
drunk.
thing. No.
No, but
Well,
but
yeah,
it is
that's
true that
true.
you'll get drunk and just take the other side of an
I have
argument.
done it in the past. I will do it. I've done it.
I will do it.
Fresh
Zach, I bet
start.
you do it again.
Yeah, I certainly won't. I disagree with anything you say right now.
In fact, I bet you do it tomorrow night. I bet you ruin a wedding.
No, Zach
I'm a
won't
great
ruin-
wedding guest. Watch
If Zach
out for
didn't
me.
ruin Tom's wedding, there's no way he'll ruin Skoy's
I'm
wedding.
not- I didn't ruin any wedding. Wedding enhancer. Okay.
Myka, quit doing that with your microphone. Hold it like a regular person.
No.
Okay.
2 tips. One, are we talking about being a good hang in the comedy community or in general?
In general.
Oh, okay.
Because not everyone who listens to this hangs out with a bunch of fucking autistic dumbasses.
Well, here's a tip if you are an autistic dumbass, and that is there was a guy in my school, Mike Mulgray. Hopefully he's not listening right now. He maybe,
I hope you are listening, Mike, and welcome to the pod.
He maybe didn't have the best social skills. This must have been 2006 or whatever. He had his head shaved, not shaved, but buzzed, dyed blonde, dyed a giant M in the back of his head because that was his initial.
Cool.
I
But
thought it was Eminem.
yeah, it is. But he just got the one M. But his tip that I think is a good move is he always had a stick of gum with him.
Yeah.
And when he was approaching a group of people that maybe weren't his friends necessarily, but he would just come up and offer you some gum. And
That's a good move.
People like that.
People love gum.
But wait, he had one stick of gum for the whole group, and
No,
then he
yeah,
watched
they
them
don't
have to
fight?
share.
No, he had a pack. He had juicy fruit, that type.
Juicy fruit's good as hell. The flavor runs out too fast.
It runs out fast, but that's a good also way to keep yourself around. Maybe he's got several packs. He's like, oh,
Hey man, I need
flavors
some more
out,
of that
need
gum.
another stick?
Yeah.
I'll say no. That was a good idea for an awkward kid in high school because then we would be like, oh, hey, Mike, we'd be we would joke about it later, like Mike brought
And in this, and
juicy
hey,
fruit, but hey, that's a good do that.
and as an adult now, just have cigarettes on you.
Yeah, cigarettes are the juicy fruit of adults.
No, the adult move is Coke, and I think we all know that.
Yeah. No.
What's your other one, Zach?
The other tip would be to be nice to everybody.
Oh, don't do that. That's
Yeah.
for gays.
No,
All
be
right.
nice to everybody because you never know. That's a self-preservation tip. That's not like how to get in. That's just like be nice to even the shoot 'em up types because
Oh, yeah.
then when they go, maybe you'll stop them from doing it altogether, or maybe they just even won't kill you, which is also a bonus if they
Yeah,
are
you get to
killing other
watch a man
people.
get shot in the face next to you.
Yeah, but at
Yeah.
least you weren't
Live to
next.
have the trauma.
They give you a little wink. And
Your
then they
family
move
will
on.
thank you if you're nice to a school shooter.
There you go.
And
That's
then
pretty
they're
good.
like, we left you alive.
Do you have a fun party story, Zach? Or
That was it.
that's all you got?
No, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't have. They're all fun. I have a lot of fun party stories. Do you have Can you give an example?
Like when we were at IU and we were by the subway that Jared used to go to, because the subway that Jared used to walk to is in Bloomington, Indiana.
Uh-huh.
And my friend was telling all these people who were there from Subway that Jared had given several women in the area gonorrhea.
Oh God.
Which was funny, and then we all got, kicked out and hauled off.
Sure.
It was a nice time.
But he meant women, not children.
Not children. Well, we didn't know at the time.
Oh, yeah.
It would have changed to children if we had known then what we know now.
That's fun.
Yeah. So you got anything like that?
Yeah. I have to reach back.
Reach back
Into a
go into your
foggy-
mind palace, Zach.
I'm trying to think of just the homeless people
That you
yelling
murdered?
funny things. No. Homeless people being very comical. No. There's one. I know that it's there, and if I could get it, it'd be funny. But I have a replacement story, and it's not a party story. The guy, he used to be on the L train all the time, and he played saxophone, and he wore these glasses with little lights on the side of his head. You might remember him, but it was maybe before you were here, Tim. But he was one Halloween. He was on the. We were out partying, and he was on the train. He played the saxophone really poorly, and he was like, "Boop, boop, 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 boop," and then he kept going, "Money makes me go away." And I was like, "That's amazing. That's a great bit." And I gave him some money, but I honestly wanted him to stay because I enjoyed watching him piss people off.
That's great.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's fun. There was this one chick who was playing down in the Union Square station. She was singing just fucking terribly. And I remember I was in such a fucking bad mood. And I was like, if I give you $5, will you stop until my train comes?
Did she?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a good score.
But she was fucking pissed back. She's like, "You're a fucking bitch," and I'm like,
A bitch with money.
All right, and now we are on to our second to last segment, Speak Ill of the Dead.
Ill Tale of the Dead.
You got a dead person to talk shit about?
Yeah.
I just looked mine up. I almost forgot a
I
dead
see
person.
it. I can see it.
You've
I
been
won't
hounding
say
me
it.
about it all day. I had a very important work meeting
I
today.
said it one time.
I had to do a full-on presentation, and I'm like right about to go. He's like, "Don't forget to think of a dead person." I'm like, I have shit to do.
So there's three. We all have our own dead person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my dead person was born the day after Christmas in 1893 and died on September 9th, not but 4 days ago. In 1976, a little man known as Chairman Mao Zedong.
He just died?
He died in 1976.
Oh, 70.
He
okay.
died on September 9th.
Oh.
It's September 7th right now as we're recording this, but 4 days ago, once this comes out, is September 9th.
Jesus Christ, this math already.
Mao Zedong was the leader of the Chinese Communist Party from the People's Republic of China, of course, as we all know, and he was a bitch, and I hope he's in hell getting butt fucked by the damn devil. And also, the way you are bald and have your hair around your head looks stupid. You are mid. You look like a fucking bitch. I hope the devil's butt fucking you in hell. Rest in piss, you stupid bitch. All right, there we go.
Zach, are you
That's
ready?
it for Mao Zedong?
Yeah.
Final word.
Yeah.
No, that's a good way. You're going to get a lot of Chinese commenters on your YouTube
Yeah.
now. You
Oh,
gotta
God,
make
I
sure-
hope.
Add the... No, they got little paintings of them up in their home. My is a more personal story.
What?
That's true.
Oh.
Into a dictator's home, they'll make the families like Kim Jong Il, like they got a shrine to the. They love this person.
Our
This
dear
person is a
leader.
guy. That's like Mao Zedong type of thing. Anywho, mine was there. I was in maybe 8th or 9th grade, and this kid, this little douchebag, probably like a junior in high school. He cut me in the cafeteria line.
Oh, fucking
He like
shit.
went up a couple ahead of me, and I hated cutting. I was wait in line. Everything. This is the one thing where we're all equal. We're all fair. Sure, there's a social hierarchy. There's an intellectual hierarchy. There's a athletic hierarchy. But when we're waiting in line, we all wait in the lunch line. We're all buying shitty public school lunch, and this kid like cut me by like 4 or 5 in front of me, and I was like, and no one was saying anything. I was so pissed, and I was like, hey. I was like, hey, you don't, no cutting. Don't cut. Go to the back of the line. You fucking cut. And he like looked back to me, like gave me some little smirk and stuff. Because I was some loser he didn't care about. And then, so I was just raging about it silently for a while. And I was like, I hope this kid dies. And then that kid died in a car crash.
Hell
And then
yeah.
I was like, well, he was asking for it.
Let's go.
That was my real feeling in like 9th grade. I was like, well, that serves him right.
Was
That's
it-
Damn.
what you get. And
Yeah.
That
How
is
long-
so harsh.
How
but
long after the cutting was he dead?
Probably a year.
A full year. You
Nice.
were just stewing on
I
it.
never liked him, and I never will.
You know what I hope happens?
He
I
gets
hope,
butt fucked by the devil.
well, I hope the
Count of
devil.
Monte Cristo he
I
comes
hope
back and
I hope the devil cuts to the
him.
front of the line to butt fuck him.
oh, there's a line of people
There's
to butt
there's a
fuck.
line of demons who are ready to butt fuck
But
him.
the
I hope
devil's
the
the
devil
worst.
cuts to
He
the
cuts
front.
right to the
I
front.
hope he has to eat public school lunch for the rest of his life in hell.
Yeah, rest and piss, you line cutting asshole.
He puts the line in the coca cut.
Yeah.
And I am going to speak ill of Johann Georgia Henner.
Oh, it sounds like a guy you know well.
And we all know of him as the inventor of the hot dog.
What? No, this guy rules.
I like
Myka.
him. I love hot dogs.
And he is the reason that my very own boyfriend is going to die an early death.
Oh,
and
no.
for that, you are my nemesis.
What the hell? He didn't invent ladders and gravity. I don't think that he's the reason I'm going to die an early death.
My boyfriend eats upwards of 6 hot dogs a day. No matter what he dies from, it will be your fault.
I did
And
have 6 hot dogs 2 days ago.
Today, the ladder is greased up with hot dog.
Yeah, I'm falling on.
You made too delicious of a wiener, George. Johann Georgener, and I hope you are and your German friends are all burning in hell by the devil and choking on hot dogs and rest in piss.
I can't do it to him. He's too good of a man. He created too delicious of a food. I hope that you're up in heaven, get butt fucking God.
Well, while he's in heaven, you'll.
Either I get butt fucked or you get to butt fucked.
That's
But
right.
Not the devil, God.
In heaven, you get to butt fuck God. His butt is a butt and a pussy. So it's extra good.
Oh, God's a chicken?
Yeah.
What's the
He has a
benefit of having it
cloaca.
in both? What's the benefit of combining it?
It's ultra juicy.
A good segment.
God's got that wop. You got to get that good Godsey. Anyway.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
It's. I was going to say gussy, which is also pretty gross.
Sure, that is.
All right, sign off. It's time to be done with the show. No more talking about butt fucking God. All right. Here we go. Signing off, it is I, a man who may have been listening to a few too many podcasts about Aleister Crowley and may have taken it a little too deep into his soul today. The greatest man to have ever lived. A sweet boy, a sweet man, a man who will have as many hot dogs as he can afford. Timothy Grady McLaughlin II, your Patreon dad, patreon.com/Great Inc., your free feed best friend. Thank you all for listening.
And signing off, it is I, the nicest woman in the world. A woman who knows that both sides of a pan need to be clean before you put it away.
Doesn't practice
No,
it.
this is my sign off. Before you put it away, said I. It is the winner of the news segment by making it go away. The woman who has both gotten Zach and Tim to fall in love with her because she likes steak. It is Toe's mom, Zach's friend, Tim's friend and girlfriend, and your friend and podcast host, Myka Fox. Your turn, Zach.
You got to say signing off.
Signing off. It is the nicest, gentlest, goodest looking in this black shirt. Never drinks too much. Eats exactly the right amount and arrives exactly when he intends to. Pleading to be booked on your show, so I have something to plug. Zach Swan.
And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day.